E.N.D here, E.N.D here. It's time to show you some of my skills in Magic Arena. As you know, I'm not an avid player, I'm more of a collector than a player, but I love Magic the Gathering. And because of my private life, my family, my work, Magic the Gathering, my channel, unfortunately I don't have a lot of time to play. At least there's Arena. Today I'm going to try to climb the Platinum ladder from Tier 2 to Tier 1. I pilot an RDW red deck win or mono red deck. Yes, I know that currently is not the best deck out there, but still does some damage. For the time being, I don't want to switch deck and waste resources until the meta stabilize. Game 1, it seems that it's a Karuka the Macro Sage deck. Opening hand, not bad. 2 lands. I have the Scorch Splitter, I have 2 Robber of the Rich and Runaway Steamkin. Very good, and I have a shock always. So, next double land, Runaway Steamkin. Very good. If it's not removed, it's a very good creature. It will give you some extra mana. Let's see what our opponent's going to play. Very good. Third land, Robber of the Rich, and let's start stealing cards from our opponent. Yes, it's a Shatter the Sky. Removing one of those cards from your opponent is very important playing this deck, because obviously he has one less chance of drawing Shatter the Sky. I'm not going to use Shatter the Sky unless the opponent really casts a big creature. Third land, Shock land. Obviously he needs that particular land. Bone Crusher. Very bad move. I can shock him and add another counter to my Runaway Steamkin. Very good. Now I think I'm going to win. I'm going for the win. It's a good game, and that was really a fast game. And unfortunately, our opponent couldn't do any damage at all. And there's the victory. First game in. Very good victory against an opponent, a Karuga the Macro Sage. Second game, let's say. Second game, game 2. Let's see our opponent. First, let's see our starting hand. Hopefully it's a good hand. It's a good hand. 2 lands. 2 lands in this deck. It's always a good starting hand. Obviously I don't have a turn 1 play, but probably I will try and play turn 2 Robber of the Rich, or Bone Crusher, or Stomp someone of the creatures of my opponent. At least he doesn't have a companion, so. And he had 2 mulligan also. Turn 1, Mountain. He says hello, I say hello. Plane, and it's a flying creature, Fairy Godmother. Very good, because Robber of the Rich has also reach, so I can stop flying creatures. Obviously he cannot kill my Robber of the Rich. And I cannot steal a card, because still my opponent has less cards in hand than I have. 1 blue, Skyrich, Sovereign, Skycat's Sovereign. I can stomp his creature. Obviously I'm going to kill his creature, I'm not going to play Runaway Steamkin. Killing his creatures always takes priority. 2 lands, third land, and here the eagle gives +1/+1. Now it's getting very tricky. I cannot stomp his creature. Let's see what the opponent is going to do. He didn't defend. Obviously I was going with Rimrock Knight or stomping him. I play Runaway Steamkin, the best move I can do. If I get a land in the next turn, probably I can do a lot of damage. Obviously he has flying, I don't have nothing. Favorite champion. I swing with everything, very risky. It's a very risky, but RDW, it's there to kill. He chose to kill my favorite champion. Obviously this is very difficult to play against him. I really can't do nothing against that eagle. He's at 10. I'm going to play the score splitter. And now my runaway Steamkin has 2 counters. My next turn is very important because my next turn means that I can play Amber Cleave. I have two Amber Cleaves in hand and I can swing with them. I am at 2. Now it's do or die. I'm going to attack with everything, hoping. Obviously, his loyal Pegasus cannot block. That cannot block. He cannot block alone, so he does not have any defense, and I'm going there for the kill. Playing Shock. Increasing my runaway Steamkin. He's bouncing my runaway Steamkin. Very, very good, because I'm going to trick him easily. Rimrock. Remove the counters, add 3 mana, put the Amber Cleave, put it on Robber of the Rich. Robber of the Rich, now it's a 5-3, double strike, and there's the game. And there's the game 2. Very, very good. This is why I like to play this particular deck. It's fast, it do a lot of damage, and there's my second win. 1 game for Tier 1 Platinum. Game 3, and let's see if I can make it and climb the ladder for Platinum Y. Starting hand, 3 Mountains, 2 Robber of the Rich, 2 Rimrock Knights. Not bad, not the best hand, but not bad. Let's keep it, no mulligan. The 3 Mountains are very important. I don't have any 1-drop, but I am on the draw. He's going to start first. Let's see, a tapped castle. I have my favorite champion, a perfect 1-drop, attack, and he's at 19. That is the perfect move for this particular deck. Favorite champion turn 1. Fabled Passage sacrificed. Let's see what land basic lands is going to fetch. He fetch a forest. 2 mountains, Robber of the Rich. I have 5 cards in hand. He has 6. So I'm going to steal one of his cards. Ionize. I'm not going to use it for the time being. Let's see if we can make another land. Probably those types of decks will have a lot of lands. Obviously, my RDW does not have a lot of lands. I don't need a lot of lands. As you can see, with 2 lands it's enough to win a game. 3 lands. Another Robber of the Rich. Hopefully it's not countered. I think it's going to get countered. No, it's not countered. And he plays a Flame Sweep, and that's very bad. My creatures go to the graveyard, all of them. Very good from his side. He waited for my turn to put another creature, and he killed everyone. Now he has 4 lands in play, and he plays Wilderness Reclamation. I have another favorite champion. It does not get countered. Usually this type of decks have a lot of counters, but this one does not have. I swing for 1. I'm going to try Rimrock. If he has a quench, I can pay my 2. Let's see what he's going to do. It's a very strange, this particular deck. He does nothing. As I said, I'm not going to put another Rimrock, because if he has a quench, I could have managed to keep my first Rimrock, but the second one is impossible. Going to play the second one only to see what he has in hand, and he does have nothing. Very, very curious, this particular deck. I don't know exactly what he's doing. 4 cards in hand. I have only 2. Have Wilderness Reclamation, so he can tap his lands and untap them at the end of his turn. He's going to tap all lands on this deck, then untaps them again with Wilderness Reclamation. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe some sort of a spell, I don't know. He has to play only spells that have instant, so he managed to play Tassa Intervention for 5. He looks at the top X cards of his library, put 2 of them into her hand and the rest in the bottom. I don't know what he searched, probably they are very good cards. He's at 13, I'm at 20. I have light up the stage. That is a very good card in this particular deck because obviously it gives you some cards to play. Now Favorite Champion gives a +1/+0 to Rimrock Knight. His Scourge Dragonfire. That's a very good because now I can play my 2 Rimrock Knights, the Adventure, the Boulder Rush, on my Favorite Champion. Favorite Champion now will be 5/1 because I have only 1 island, 1 castle, 1 blue, and now I can play light up the stage. When this particular decks, they are tapped out, that's the turn where I will swing. This is how RDW is played. They are tapped out, play your cards. You have a lot of instants, you have a lot of cards with flash like Embercleave. When they are tapped out, you have to play those cards. Otherwise, they will be countered. Fabled Passage. He's at 8. This is a very, very hard game. Very hard opponent. Don't know exactly what he's doing or what his strategy is. Very, very curious game. Another Wildest Reclamation. That means that he can tap and untap his lands twice. And that's what it seems he's going to do. First one on this deck. Untaps them. He's going to do a Scry 2 with Castle Vantress. Let's see what he's going to do. It's a very curious deck. I don't know exactly what his strategy is. I don't know what he's trying to search. And he does nothing. Play Runaway Steamkin. The best thing I can do. I don't have nothing really else. I have a shock from my light up the stage and the Rimrockets on his Adventure. Here really I'm trying to see what I'm going to do, what he can do. Give the +1/+0. He does nothing. I'm not going to play any spell at this stage. And he does not. He takes the damage. Now I played the Rimrock. And this is a mistake that I did. Unfortunately, I forgot that the shock was there because of the light up of the stage. And I lost that particular card. I could have give the shock to my opponent and he went to 1. Now he has a small advantage because I forgot to play that particular card. It was a very mistake. Now he has 3 Wildest Reclamation. I don't know exactly what he's doing. He's at the end of his turn. He's trying to tap all his lands. At this stage, I thought that he would play some sort of a Mass Manipulation, but Mass Manipulation is not an instant, so really and truly I don't know what he's going to play. He cannot play Hydro Crisis, because it's a creature. And I don't know what he's going to do. He's going again to tap his lands. Has 10 blue, 11 blue, 6 red, and 6 forest. So I don't know what he's doing. I really put that nice because really nice. I don't know what you're doing. Probably he's doing something big. I don't know exactly what he's doing. Now he's going to keep the timer run. So my theory is this. Or he does not have nothing in hand and he's just there tapping its lands just to lose some time. Maybe I just press concede. Or here's something big and he's really torturing me in the play. I have to wait for the timer to go out. I don't know what he exactly wants to do. He has to play some sort of instant or flash spell. Timeout use. He has another timeout. Let's wait. I think he does have nothing in hand. I don't know how many times he's cried. I don't know how many times he tried to fetch in his deck. I don't know exactly what does his deck had. But obviously he's at Platinum tier 2, so I'm sure he has a very good deck, or he's unlucky, or I don't know what exactly the strategy of this player is. I think it's my turn. I have Embercleave, so I'm going to swing for the win. If I want to play Embercleave, I can. I'm not going to play it, really, I'm not going to play, I'm just going to go for the win. And I managed to win my game 3, and I managed to go to Platinum tier 1. As always, subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering, and also Magic Arena games.